Hi, it's Steven, and I'm doing something a little bit new. I'm actually filming this while or before or as I'm sending out the blog. So those of you who may be interested in what I have to say but don't have the time to read it, you can listen to it here on YouTube. All right, so today's blog is Still and Vigilant. Still and Vigilant. That's hard to say. What do I mean by that? I'm going to start off with a quote from Ryan Holiday in Discipline is Destiny. And he says, "A weak mind must be constantly entertained and stimulated. A strong mind can occupy itself and, more important, be still and vigilant in moments that demand it." In Ryan Holiday's book, Discipline is Destiny, he has a whole chapter on Queen Elizabeth II. And I knew very little about her. Actually, I knew nothing. And she was really a remarkable woman who presided as queen for 70 years. I mean, 70 years, that's crazy. She was 96 when she passed in 2022. And from the book, he says, most nations on earth today did not exist when she was born. That's crazy. One of her press secretaries remarked that in a very noisy world where people constantly want to express themselves or overreact, what the Queen has done has been the opposite. Where she's been brilliant is in her quietness. What does that have to do with real estate? In case you didn't know, existing home sales in the U.S. is at a 30-year low. I mean, in the middle of 2010, it dipped to this, but mostly we're running at right around 3.8 million existing home sales this year. And the last time we were at this run rate, we were in the mid-90s. So here we are at 3.8 million, and immediately following COVID, the country was running well north of 6 million homes per year. So we've seen quite a drop. And some agents have no idea that, broadly speaking, this U.S. housing market is in a nuclear winter compared to where we've been, because they've been having their best year ever. And yet other agents are frozen numb with the lack of production. Going back to Queen Elizabeth II, she had a grueling schedule. And even though she officially didn't do anything, I mean, she couldn't do anything. That she wasn't allowed to, really, from a ruling standpoint. Yet she read daily briefings from the Prime Minister and met with him every week. But she couldn't comment on public policy. She read 6 newspapers each morning, plus all the briefings, and she actually read them. She didn't skim them. And if something got her attention or struck her as concerning, she would request more information and dive even deeper. She worked every day for practically 7 decades. And on one single royal tour in 1953, she traveled 40,000 miles, mostly by boat. By boat. She shook 13,000 hands and received tens of thousands of bows and curtsies. And this was just one of more than 100 of these world tours that she took during her reign. This is a small peek into her work ethic and temperament, given that she traveled millions of miles by boat and air over her reign and met more than 4 million people. I'm simply asking you to talk to 50 people per week and take 8 weeks off. Really? Is that really that hard? You don't even have to travel, and especially not by boat. So sure, the national level of housing activity is at a ridiculously low level. So what? 2.5 years ago, it was at an all-time high. So markets come and markets go. No market lasts forever. And the thing that lasts is you, or it doesn't. If you are having a great year, keep going. Do not let your foot off the gas. If you're not having a great year, the heck are you doing? Get back to work. Talk to 50 people per week or more. This is a time to be still and vigilant. Still in your resolution and vigilant in your action. Hope you enjoyed this. We'll see you on the next one.